Because last year, everybody was talking about this film. It got shown in Berlin, people are raving about it. Then it won a prize in Leeds, it won a prize in Miami.
But to my surprise, the theatre was packed. And the entire village turned up to watch this film. And they watched with complete awe. And they had such inspiring questions about the film. So there was this guy who was watching the shot, going to the sound guy, putting the headphone on, hearing the sound, and then okaying it. So, for me, I really have so much regard for this talent and for his imagination.
Guys, my friend and brother Manoj Bajpayee is in theatres 12th of September. A beautiful film called Jugnuma, The Fable. Please go give it a lot of love. Manoj, wonderful to see you. How are you?
Very well, Hrishi. Not so long time we are meeting.
I'm glad we keep meeting. But I had something that your daughter and my daughter will understand.
Right.
It's a Gen Z term called FOMO, fear of missing out.
Right.
Because last year, everybody was talking about this film. It got shown in Berlin, people are raving about it. Then it won a prize in Leeds, it won a prize in Miami. You were in Berlin, I saw you on the red carpet. Talk to me about the reactions you got from that film-loving crowd.
It's something I see. Berlin also is one of my most favorite city. I've never been there. Thanks to Raam Reddy and the film, that I got a chance to visit that city. But it's a hardcore, cinema-going people, and those are the people who are not cinephiles from no angle, but they make it sure that they go and participate in the festival and make it successful, not just as a volunteer but as an audience. So the people used to throng in numbers for all the great films there, and Jugnuma Fable was one of their, it was there in their topmost list. And that surprised me completely. Once they have taken us out in some countryside where the film was showing, and I thought that this must be a very festival thing, so they are just taking us on some kind of a trip. Okay, I said, okay, whatever, there will be 5, 10 people, 15 people, at least I'll get to see the countryside of Berlin. But to my surprise, the theatre was packed. And the entire village turned up to watch this film. And they watched with complete awe. And they had such inspiring questions about the film. The applause went on for how long. We were completely floored. This is one of the rarest kind of experience that I've had. I have been to many festivals, almost all the festivals in the world. But that showing, I can never forget. Also, that theatre was built by Hitler to show his own propaganda film. So it was a kind of a very heritage kind of a place. But people are standing in queue, following a discipline, no shoshabazi, just peace everywhere, quiet, silence, entering the theatre, taking their seats, no noise, no hush-hush tone, nothing, just quiet, giving respect to the film. You don't get to see anywhere.
Beautiful. I'm very intrigued by Raam Reddy. He was a bit of a child prodigy because he had written a book, made Titi. Then when he was 16, I believe he did a photography exhibition as a wildlife photographer. And I'm reading about him saying, this is a very interesting chap. Where did you first hear of Raam? When did you meet him?
Okay, I knew about, I've seen Titi. I was completely fascinated by the filmmaking. And also he made the film with non-actors. I was completely taken aback by the ease with which the actors played their part. And I somewhere felt that this is 25 years old person that time, how this man could manage to pull this one off. And then the script came to me. And believe me, I felt lucky that Ram has chosen me for his next film. But I was far more blown away by his imagination when I read the script, when I saw the film finally. We shot the film. We have our own story to tell you about what all happened during the making of the film. It's really a great. It will be a great read if you
BTS novel behind the
because
scene.
because 3 days of the shoot and lockdown was announced.
Wow.
The entire crew ran away to their cities, and Ram with his wife and his father, he stayed back. Few of the assistant directors stayed back. Deepak Dobriyal stayed back. My family happened to be there for a spring vacation. They stayed. They were there for 7 days. We stayed for 4 months. After that, then again we went back during Delta time. Okay. Then again we stayed there to finish the film for 5 months. So all in all, 9 months, 9 to 10 months, all of us have spent in Uttarakhand. And I never wanted to come back. Even my family, we thought that let's buy a house somewhere here and we settle down. I mean, we were so scared or so reluctant to come back to the cities.
The aspect of the film that there are orchards and trees burning.
Yeah.
It's really a part of what's happening in this world. People are burning forests for development,
Right.
clearing trees, making buildings, roads, and highways. Also, there are forest fires caused by global warming.
Right.
In California, so many Hollywood stars lost their house. Australia, so many people lost their lives.
Right.
Tell me your thoughts on that. Burning of trees, especially in the hills, to clear.
I mean, it's part of the plot. I will not be revealing too much, but all I would say that it is raising all the right questions about the recent global events. It is also talking about the spiritual aspect of human life, where the attachment and detachment are colliding with each other. You want to be part of it, and you don't want to be part of it. You want to own it, and you don't want to own it. The tussle is going on. Every day you feel pathetic about being a human. Every day you feel pathetic about owning anything in this world, in this ever-changing world. You feel pathetic about all that is happening around the world, and you feel helpless. So this film is also talking about flying away. This film is also talking about the issues that the environmental issues that you are talking about. Everything, all the right questions, but without really raising the questions. It's just part of the storytelling. It's this is one of I would say this is the most beautiful, magical film that I have done in my career.
Segues nicely into my next question. The trailer shows you with a pair of wings taking off. Now, I haven't seen the film. I don't know if it's fantasy, reality, dream, but it just set me thinking that before the Wright brothers made their first aircraft, the first plane, human beings were trying to do that,
Yes.
Attach a propeller jet, attach wings, try and jump off a cliff. Right. Some people used to get grievously injured,
Right.
And I'm sure that also helped the Wright brothers to fast track inventing the first aeroplane. Speak to me about that man and his need to fly, whether in dreams or in reality.
I mean, mostly, what happens that mostly it remains in your dreams.
Yeah.
You want to fly away. You want to detach yourself. You don't want to belong anywhere. That is the feeling that the protagonist is going through. And then the trees start burning, one after another. And then what happens to him? So what all question that raises inside him, and how he deals with it. This is the story, the one-line story I would tell you.
What kind of a man is Dev, Manoj, in Jugnuma?
All that I have just talked about is a person who's busy dreaming till the reality strikes. Yeah.
The film has a wonderful supporting cast. I mean, there's Priyanka Bose who plays your wife. There's Deepak Dobriyal, who's the manager.
He's so good.
Tilottama Shom, who I think is one of the villagers.
I mean,
Talk to me about them.
She will. Tilotma, you will not even feel that she is Tilotma. She would look like or sound like someone from the mountain. She's such a performer, and Deepak is so brilliant in the film. Though he's a Pahadi, but to achieve that realism in his performance and to see him performing in front of me was so magical. And so is Priyanka Bose. I mean, Priyanka is someone I have always admired her work. Though she's not been seen so often, but I also feel that she's the most deserving candidate for all the great things that is happening in this industry.
So these orchards in Uttarakhand were actually there. Must have been so beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Oh.
Oh my God! I mean, I had hell of a time shooting for this film. It has really opened my eyes in many aspects. Mountains I have been to, you've been to.
Yeah.
But we are shooting a film that is set in mountains. You are living that life of mountain people and their problems. Mountain people and their politics and how they are struggling with the nature is all of that.
There's an important part of the trailer in which you speak about pesticides being sprayed, and do the villagers approve of it? Farmers are using pesticides to save their crops from insects. At the same time, large multinationals are altering crops by using chemicals, and either way it's harming human beings. What are your personal views on this, Manoj? And there's this whole organic food movement. People are buying straight from farmers markets, unpolished rice as opposed to normal white rice. Are Shabana and you and the family particular about following that at home, or is anything worse?
Yes, we do. We do follow. We try to keep ourselves away from anything which is chemical. So much so that even the eggs today we are avoiding. But having said that, we have corrupted our land, our soil. You know, this country's soil, they need to rest at least for 2 years, 3 years for it to be purified. But we have too many mouths to feed, and we can't rest our land, or we can't rest our soil. But they need to be left alone for some time, to be free of those pesticides. The greed has no end. And look where we have reached in terms. I mean, we are eating poison that we ourselves sown in, right? And all the diseases, our lifestyle, everything is getting hampered because of that. Now, organic foods, we ourselves are big consumer of it. But there is always a fear. Is it the right product we are getting into our kitchen? Or it is just a fad which is coming into our home? Right? There are too many things we are surrounded by. But eventually it is our doing. It is human beings doing. It is the greed which has pushed us to that limit.
I believe the film was shot in 16 mm.
Yes.
All your early work was 16 mm. Now, of course, everything has moved to digital formats. You've shot on both. So, tell me, what difference was it for you, for an actor, to go back to 16 mm as a format?
It was amazing because I have shot on 35 and 16 when we started our career. We used to dub our thing.
Correct.
Those were the days. You would remember it very clearly. But we kind of forgot about that format completely with the coming of digital. But seeing the can getting over and then again getting the new can and getting few of the cans transported from Delhi or Mumbai to the mountain, and the struggle that went with it. It was quite nostalgic for me. Yeah.
Old school and nostalgia.
Yeah, old school.
Anurag Kashyap and Guneet Monga both come on as producers of the film. Anurag is an old friend of yours. Guneet is now known at IT's Oscar winner Guneet Monga. This film, I think, needed Manoj Bajpayee, Guneet and Anurag. Talk about that. These other names also coming to support it.
See, Guneet has created her own space into producing very niche kind of films. And she goes with all aggression, when it comes to marketing those films. Anurag has been doing it for so long, putting all his might behind all the independent films that he believes in or he has loved watching. And all the newcomers who are so talented but not known to the people, Anurag supporting them, mentoring them. He's quite a courageous guy, Anurag. And I really admire him for the contribution that he's been making to independent films. Um, I think he's become uh, a, a book for every
Poster boy for indie cinema.
for indie cinema, and rightly so, rightly so.
The children in this film, I mean, one of them is very animated. She's riding horses in the estate. The girl, then there's a boy, seem to be talented kids. I mean, they're going to go away with great experiences. I worked with Manoj Bajpayee. What is your experience of working with those kids?
One is a teenager at that time. I think now she must be 20, 21. At that time she was 16, I think. And she was quite a horse rider. She lives in Goa. Her father is in army. Mother lives with her two daughters in Goa. She had she was with teenagers. What happened that in their mind they are much more adult than their father or their mother, right? So they have an opinion about everything. So this is what one was observing. And little one, he's a Malayali. He came from Palakkad. So he was quite a cute kid. Never really sitting in one place, always moving, always restless. All of us used to wait for our next shot. He used to play or climb the mountain in between the shots. So, but always ready with his lines. His lines were perfect all the time.
First-time directors want to go out of their way to please Manoj Bajpayee. Ram is a second-time director. I know that directors will do that, try to go out of their skin to make actors comfortable, but you're the kind of person who will try and make the director feel comfortable and not intimidated that they're working with Manoj Bajpayee. Did you have to do that with Ram?
With Ram, Ram is a very bubbly, energetic kind of a guy. If he's nervous, he will have a lot more energy. If he's happy, he's far more energetic. So Ram, Ram expresses everything through his body, when he's in real life. But when he's a director, to my surprise, he's a trained guy in sound.
Wow.
He's a trained cameraman, and he's a director, and he's a writer. So there was this guy who was watching the shot, going to the sound guy, putting the headphone on, hearing the sound, and then okaying it. So, for me, I really have so much regard for this talent and for his imagination that that time he was 32 or 31. He completely bowled me over with his talent and with his spiritual understanding. And I think because of his spiritual understanding, we connected quite a lot. Now he's a family. I never think twice if I have to call Ram. Even he is a very reserved guy otherwise. He will never think twice before messaging me. If I'm busy, I'll respond in two words. But if I am not, then we talk for a long time. And then I go across to his house and spend a good evening with him and his wife. His wife is quite a great production designer, Hrishi Reddy. She comes from Calcutta, and I always tell Ram that if Juhi wasn't there, life would have been a scattered ball. She's somebody who really balances him. Yeah.
Was it your idea that Dev should have a beard in Jugnuma as opposed to being clean shaven, or was it Ram's idea?
It was Ram's idea. Though I didn't want beard for this role, but he saw Dev when he was writing in beard only. So when I was doing Jugnuma, I was not doing anything else. I was, completely away, living in mountain. Even when the film was over, my part was over, I was still with the film in my beard, not really willing to shave it off for some time actually.
Are you a mountain person or beach person?
I realized that I'm a mountain person, and I never thought that I'm a mountain person. Yeah.
My last question is, I realized that Drokal and Bandit Queen are both 1994, and I started my FM radio career in 1994. Of course,
Right.
I was still in college at that time. I don't get a chance to look back and reminisce about my career because I'm always busy. I have too many recordings, interviews,
Right.
promotions. Do you allow yourself time for reflection? Look back at your wonderful career and say, ye acha hua, ye nahi acha hua, ye behtar ho sakta tha? Or do you keep yourself busy like me from one project to another and don't allow yourself the liberty of looking back and pondering?
You know, when I go back to my village, that is the time you are reminiscing your time in the village. Otherwise, life doesn't give you a chance to be nostalgic about your initial days. Sometime, yes, when I'm traveling in my car to my shoot, sometime I feel that, you know, Mumbai has changed from the time I have come here. Sometime I feel that, yes, I have come a long way. And then I start asking questions within me. Am I the right person? Have I done everything right? What did I do? Did I do justice to all the time that I had? You know, all of those things. But not really that you sit down and reminisce your time in the past.
Jugnuma is in theatres 12th of September. It stars Manoj Bajpayee and a wonderful ensemble cast. It's directed by Raam Reddy. I meet Manoj once in 2 months for a release of his. Very seldom do I hear him talking about this, about his own film. He said some very beautiful things about it, and I believe him, like I always do. We must go out and love and support this movie. Thank you, Manoj.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
94.3 Radio 1.